What's going on, guys? A little detour from the normal content all the people adore and crave. I was browsing through Facebook Marketplace. You all know Facebook Marketplace. You know, just dilly-dallying, wasting time, doing nothing productive. Regardless, I came across this thing. Let me show you up close. What we got here is an EVGA 1080. That's 4 360s. You'll never guess. 64 gigabytes of RAM. Wild, right? In this day and age, I mean, come on. This might be stolen. Low-key. But again, all water blocked, you know, soft tubing. Nothing too exciting. Soft tubing's kind of lame. I mean, for a CPU, it's nothing cool. We got, you know, it's basically just a regular Intel piece of crap. Garbage. We're not here to, you know, calculate the space-time continuum. You know what I mean? We're here to have fun. And honestly, I think we're going to have fun with this one. We're just here because I got it cheap, for one. You know, the water in that alone. Some good water. It's probably Dasani. So we're going to pull her apart. We're going to throw some hardline tubing. Maybe throw a in there. And then I'm throwing it back on Facebook Marketplace. So the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to pull this thing apart. Repaste the CPU. Repaste the GPU. Might not do that second part. Might not even do the first part. Definitely I'm gonna dust the out of this thing because it's not like normal dust, like I could blow on it and it would fly away. No homo. This is some caked up dust. Like that dude who sold this to me was ripping a crack pipe into the intake of this thing. It's like lung cancer personified. Yeah, so it seems like we got a lot of cleaning to do. This is the first computer that I've had the honor of deconstructing, possibly breaking, and then rebuilding. Lights are turning on, so I did not get completely burned on this. Those two buttons. Looks like we're booting up. We're getting some power. It's beeping at me, that's a good sign. I have the cheapest mouse and keyboard hooked up to this thing. It's really complete in the experience. So we know we have a, you know, a GTX 1080, just 1080, but it is water blocked, so it's basically like a 3090. We are Charlie Kirk. Excuse me. There we go. So we got an Intel Core i7 5820K. Graphics card's an 8 gig. Could do it with or without it. First things first, let's shut the power off. Silly Steve. Use that to drain it into. To drain la loop, la loop, la loop. Kind of the same concept of, you know, if you put your finger on the end of a straw, you know, when you're a kid, it's not going to leak. So we need to take the finger off the top of the straw, in theory, and let that air flow through. There we go. Oh, now she's pissing. Good. It's working. Look at all those air bubbles. It's sucking through. It's working. It's going down and in and out. Well, actually, it's coming through the back now. Just needed to pop the top on this a little bit. That's not good. That's gross. Need you to pee more. Come on, pee. Back to how the hell am I gonna drain this? Sucks, dude. Just go back to tilting, I guess. Why isn't my idea working? Somebody in the comments, please tell me why this idea isn't working like I thought it would. That's what I was hoping would never happen. Okay. What was in this puppy was the EVGA GeForce GTX 1080 Hydro Copper. You know it's good because it's still got the VGA port. Video game Extreme, spelled with an A. Alright, what I'm trying to do now is get this reservoir unhooked so I can start messing with the pipes behind it. But of course, the way that this reservoir is mounted, it's with screws through the bottom of the case. I mean, I guess I don't really know how else you would, but I feel like this is not the way that the Lord and Savior intended reservoirs to be attached. So now, Mr. Reservoir is loose. I just don't. There we go, we're free. Okay, I haven't even seen what the back of this thing looks like yet, like wiring wise. Me personally, I know myself, this is where I always fall apart. Ooh, okay, where'd this puddle of water come from? And the moment of truth. This is some clean work, I won't lie. Puts anything I've ever done to shame. Water pump cord. And just like that, le water pump and reservoir. Just don't even want to look over here. Alright, spin her back around. Okay, just a couple more cords, a couple more wires and tubes to go. Be able to, come on, bitch. None of these have been hooked up the whole time. What's the point of putting all this money in for this reservoir or for this radiator if you're just not even gonna hook up the fans? Man, it's a nice rad though. Let's try to drain this somewhat elegantly. As I kick over this fucking thing full of water. It smells so bad. Now can we finally empty this? She's popping. And she's off. That's what I wanted to be safe. Alright, this is the beefy CPU cooler that was on there. Kind of funny because this is like all risk, no reward. I just bought this for, you know, a decent amount of money and I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna tear it apart and touch it a bunch and hopefully I don't break it and then add zero value to it, you know? No, that's what the whole that's what the tech life's about. Not that I'm a tech guy, but I like pulling shit apart and putting it back together, so I think it's worth the risk. I'm surprised the weight of this radiator is not bending this case in half. We made it! Dumbo bumbo! Oh, look at those knockers, huh? Oonga boonga. Oonga boonga. So this is what I'm saying when I'm saying these are really disgusting. That's what I'm talking about. Look at how fucking disgusting these fittings are. You ever wondered, when you have, you know, you get milk from a cow in a gallon, you ever think about it? Like, how many, do you think it's one cow, like, is milked and then put into your gallon of milk? Or do you think you're drinking 1,000 cows' milk in 1 gallon? These are the kind of things that keep me up at night. Where the f is my razor knife? What's going on, guys? It's TechTuber Steven. It's your favorite video gaming tuber, Steverino. We're switching it up for my millions of followers. Hey Google, play it now. He stood unshaken. The battle is raging. Check this out.
But you can't look me in the face and say people voted for Trump because they wanted to kill the Ayatollah. They didn't.
So what we got at the end, you know, once the cleaning was all done, is this. So we got a clean rad, reservoir's all clean, it's all good to go. Operation Dusty Boy. Dude, there's so many chunks. People were making custom fan grills for their, that was like the swag for computers back in the day, is you'd make a custom one of these, you know. I think I saw an LTT, they made like, where it looked like a, you know, Freddy, or looked like a Jason mask. Pretty cool. Oh, that's something I didn't notice. There's these fans can be controlled by the switch on the back, low, high. You know, just in case you didn't want to control it by your computer. I don't think you can control it by your computer. I think it's, if these are plugged into the board that's on the other side of this, you can only control these by that. Whatever. Whatever. Let's give her a final blow. I have no mouth, but I must scream. Everything is caked in like the grossest f***ing dust. I think I'm fighting a losing battle here, but... Tech tip alert! That girl that smiled at you back in high school could have been the one. You just have to make sure to plug that in This time I'll plug that in. Oh, I hate it. I hate it all. I go for the glob in the center. Did not realize that my camera was not recording for the past, like, 45 minutes. Through all these trials and tribulations, I succeeded in 22 and a quarter or 22 and a half degree to swoop to do to down. And it's pretty flat, you know, it's not like it's not too wonky. I was supposed to do this with my friend Tyler, but he said he wasn't going to be able to help for a couple weeks, so Tyler, if you're watching this, I had a lot of fun without you. I'm just kidding, this is fucking miserable. The idea of it's super cool. Hey, let's, you know, do a bunch of water cooling stuff and bend some plastic. Dude, it is fucking hard. Fucking bend. Yeah, so I guess my mic died. Seemed to have, you know, quite the technical difficulties on this one. But yeah, you know, I filled up the loop, ended up not leaking. You know, went pretty well, as you can see. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Honestly, surprised that I didn't have much issues with you know, anything water related on this one. But again, I'll take any blessings I can get at this point. Alright, everything's back together. Doesn't seem like we have any leaks, which is a good thing. This is le finished product. Not too shabby, and this is the first time I'm gonna hit the power button. It's alive! No leaks. My god. It's beautiful. I think this is a pretty fun project, you know, it was just something to do that was a little outside the ordinary for me. There's some before and afters for you guys to look at as far as Cinebench benchmarks before cleaning and after. Yeah, was it worth my time? Probably not, but you know, we don't always do things for results. Am I right or am I right? All right.